Hey guys, it's Tessa from HandleTheHeat.com. I'm so excited to share today's recipe with you because it's an amazing copycat recipe for homemade Hawaiian bread rolls. You can make them at home. They're just like the ones you find in the store. They're super soft and fluffy on the inside and golden brown on the outside with a sweet kind of tropical flavor throughout. If you'd like to learn how to make these homemade Hawaiian bread rolls, then just keep watching. To get going with my Hawaiian bread rolls, I'm going to put all of my liquid ingredients in my stand mixer. That includes half a cup of warm milk, half a cup of pineapple juice, which adds a nice tropical flavor and makes the rolls really tender, eggs, 4 tablespoons of melted butter, instant yeast, which just makes this recipe that much easier and quicker, 6 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Remember, these are Hawaiian sweet rolls, so they are meant to be sweet. And 1.5 teaspoons of fine salt. I'm going to stir that together, then I'm going to gradually add in 4.5 cups or 20 ounces of bread flour. And I always like to weigh my flour. It just helps to make sure that everything is super precise and your baked goods always turn out well. Gradually adding that in, and the reason we're using bread flour is because it helps give these rolls nice tall structure and make them a little bit chewy. The fat in the recipe, which is in the form of the butter, the eggs, the milk, those ingredients all help to make these rolls really nice and fluffy and soft and tender and rich and so delicious. So once all the flour has been added, I'm just going to turn up the speed a little bit and let it knead for about 4 to 5 minutes or until a nice, soft, and smooth dough begins to form. This is such a beautiful dough. It's a breeze to work with. It's not remotely sticky. As you can see here, it's not sticking to the sides of the bowl, so that's when I know it's just about done. So I'm going to take it out of the mixer and put it into a clean bowl, shape it into a little ball so that I can see how much it rises. It'll take about 45 minutes to an hour to rise, depending on how warm your kitchen is. And as a quick note, whenever you see me using the stand mixer to mix up dough, know that you can always knead it by hand instead if you don't have a stand mixer. It'll just take a little bit more time and some elbow grease. It'll be a bit of a workout. Okay, so this is my dough before, and this is after it's risen for about an hour. So it's ready to be shaped into balls. I'm going to plop it down on my counter, and as I mentioned before, this dough is so soft and smooth you don't even need any flour to dust your counter. It won't stick at all. Using a bench scraper, I'm going to portion the dough out into 15 pieces. Don't worry if they're not all perfectly sized and shaped. It's totally fine. I like for my rolls to look homemade because that's what they are. So once I have 15 pieces, I'm just going to take each ball and kind of grab pieces of the dough and wrap it around towards the bottom and then pinch the bottom and roll it in between my palms, and that's what gives me a nice smooth ball shape. And these are going to rise for another 45 minutes at room temperature, maybe a little bit less, and then they can go into the oven. But before I let them rise, I want to make sure to brush them with egg wash. And the egg wash is just a mixture of beaten egg and water, and it's going to help make them really golden brown delicious. Okay, so now they've risen for 30 minutes and they're ready to go into the oven. About 20 minutes at 375 degrees until they're golden brown and delicious. Alright, so my rolls came out of the oven. They took about 20 minutes to become super golden brown and delicious, just like the rolls from the supermarket. You guys are seriously going to love this recipe. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out my other from scratch recipes, and I'll see you next time with another food video.